Okay, so I'm going to show you how to set up an actual VST instrument that supports multiple tracks or instruments at the same time. So first I'm just going to go ahead and zoom in here so that we got a nice 4 bars to loop with. And then I'm going to go ahead and go to our VST instrument area over here, and I'm going to load in a rack instrument. And in this case, I'm going to go ahead and load in the Halion Sonic plugin. It's going to ask me if I want to create a MIDI track, and I'm going to go ahead and say, yeah, go ahead and create a MIDI track. That's fine. Okay, so this is the Halion Sonic plugin, and what we're going to do is just kind of load some general MIDI instruments in. So let's go ahead and start off with like just a drum kit. So if we go to the very bottom of our list here, we can just load a simple jazz kit as the first instrument. And then for the second, we'll go ahead and look for, let's just go ahead and just do a synth bass. And then as the third one, we'll go ahead and we'll load something else like a nice pad. Okay, so now that those all three are loaded for each of the instruments here, we can close this out, and we have this one track here, which is assigned to channel 1, and it's automatically assigned to the output for that instrument that this is going to be working with. So I'm just going to go ahead and put Jazz Kit as the name of this, and let's go ahead and add another 2 MIDI tracks, and we'll just go ahead and hit add, and now we need to reassign those to channels 2 and channel 3. And so the second one is synth bass, and the third one is just halo pad. There we go. So okay, let's go ahead and do our drums first. So I'm going to go ahead and instead of a MIDI part, I'm just going to do a pattern event, which is really great because a pattern event will be easier to program. So we just open that up, and now let's go ahead and let's see here. I can't hear the sounds, but I wonder if I can change these somehow. Maybe we need to go higher. Here, let's just go ahead and do a kick. We'll figure out how to assign it in a moment. Kick and snare. So let's just go ahead and loop this on the first one. Okay, so we got that. Oh, there we go. Okay. There we go. Okay. Just had to figure out how to map it. So I think C, D, E, F. F sharp is the F sharp 1. G sharp 1. Okay. We'll just keep this simple and just do hi-hats every other. Okay, so synth bass, we'll go ahead and I guess we could do the same thing. Instead of that, we can do a pattern event and just draw in a bass line. So let's go ahead and take that Halion Sonic bassline and let's modify the synth bass to give it less release. Let's see here. How do we make it punchier? Huh. She's able to modify this bass a little bit more. Maybe we could make it higher, like a G1. Oh, that's a lot better. And maybe since instead of a G1, we can go to like A1. Oh, it changed it. Interesting, huh? We'll just leave it at that. Okay, let's do the halo pads. So let's see here. Okay. Get this done really quick. Okay, so now if I go ahead and record that with a little bit of a, Okay, so now that we have that all set up, okay, we've got 3 different tracks all separately being routed to the same Halion Sonic instrument. And so let's go ahead and figure out if we can somehow set this up so that it's routing these into a track that we can capture. So let's see here. If I go ahead and add an audio track here, like so, I can't necessarily choose one of those instruments. Oh, I can choose the rack instrument HS main here. There we go. That's nice. So if I record this, let's see, and if I mute these, let's see if I can capture the jazz kit. Nice. There we go. We got a take. And I think, yeah, it's just one take. Okay, there we go on that one. Okay, so jazz kit. And then if we want to, we can right click on this and we can disable that track so it's just no longer a concern. let's go ahead and undo the synth bass. Add another. Let's just add another 2 tracks so that we can do both of those as well. Okay, let's just go synth, bass, halo pad. Oop. Okay, so synth bass, we'll make it so that this takes from the rack instrument as well. And we'll do the same one with this. And so now we're able to record the synth bass if we hit record. Let's go ahead and turn this off. There we go. And then let's just go ahead and disable the previous track, kind of minimize it, and then we'll do the same thing with the halo pad. Okay. There we go. And so we'll disable this. And now we've got 3 separate instrument tracks based on the MIDI. We can even disable this or bypass it or remove it even if we wanted to, unless we want to keep it just for posterity so we can send MIDI through it again. But yeah. So that's how you actually use a multi-timbral rack instrument with multiple MIDI tracks, and then also how to capture them.